$1 invested in 1776 left completely alone for 250 years. Depending on where you put it, it's worth either 36 or $23 million today. That gap, that difference between 36 and $23 million is the most important lesson in finance. Let's start with the worst option, cash. $1 in 1776 stuffed under a mattress. Adjusted for inflation, that dollar buys the equivalent of 3 cents today. Not 36 odds, 3 cents. You didn't just fail to grow your money, you lost 97% of it by doing nothing. Inflation is a tax on the patient who don't invest. 250 years of proof. Now gold. In 1776, gold was $19.39 per ounce. Today, roughly $2,300, your $1 becomes about $119. Sounds decent until you realize that's 1.9% annually over 250 years. Gold preserved wealth, it didn't build it. Your great 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 grandchildren get a nice dinner, not a legacy. But here's the thing nobody talks about real estate. In 1776, you could buy farmland in Manhattan for roughly $50 per acre. Today, 1 acre in Midtown Manhattan is worth approximately $1.7 billion. That's not a typo. Billion with a B. If your ancestor bought a single acre of Manhattan farmland, your family would be wealthier than most countries. But that's land in the most extreme location in human history. Average US farmland? $1 in 1776 becomes roughly $40,000 today. Still incredible, but not generational dynasty money. And it gets worse. Worse for anyone who missed the real answer, because the stock market makes everything else look like a savings account. The New York Stock Exchange opened in 1792, 16 years after independence. If you invested $1 on day one and reinvested every dividend for 234 years, your $1 becomes approximately $23 million at an average annual return of 7% above inflation. Not a hedge fund, not crypto, not timing the market, just buying, holding, and reinvesting. Let me make that concrete. $23 million from $1. No additional contributions. Just compound interest left alone for 250 years. That's 23 million reasons why compound interest is called the eighth wonder of the world. Now, here's where it gets personal. You're thinking that I don't have 250 years. Nobody does. But here's the real lesson buried in these numbers. The gap between 36 and $23 million isn't about time. It's about what you did with the time. Cash lost to inflation. Gold barely kept pace. Land won in the right location. But stocks won everywhere because stocks aren't pieces of paper. They're ownership of human productivity. Every innovation, every efficiency, every new invention in 250 years flowed into stock prices. You weren't betting on a company. You were betting on America, the system, the innovation engine, the compounding machine. If you cut the time frame from 250 years to just 30, the realistic investment window of an adult life, $1 at 10% annual return becomes $17.45. $10,000 becomes $174,500. $500 a month for 30 years becomes $1.1 million. The math scales down and still works. So knowing all this, what would you invest $1 in for the next 250 years? Stocks, real estate, crypto, AI companies. Most interesting answer gets pinned. Drop it below. In 1776, nobody imagined what a dollar could become. 250 years of compounding turned pocket change into generational wealth, but only for those who invested and left it alone. The best time to start was 250 years ago. The second best time is today. Subscribe if you want more numbers that change how you think about money.